All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MLM Monday episode 241. Excited to get an opportunity to connect with each and every single one of you today. Today's topic is we're going to be unpacking this idea and concept of creating a culture where the coach is always there. We'll unpack that for you here in just a moment. If you're joining us live, go ahead and comment below. Watching live, if you're watching on replay, you can comment below watching on replay. So what are we talking about with the coach that's always there? Well, if you unpack direct sales, referral marketing, network marketing over the last decade, 2 decades, 3 decades, there's this trend of mentorship. It's a big part of the culture in companies of saying that you're in business by yourself, for yourself, but not by yourself. This idea, you hear sayings like that, and ideas that your sponsor is supposed to act in this way to where they're a personal mentor and they're guiding you through the ropes and the skills and the coaching that you require to be successful in a direct sales company. Well, over the years with technology, busyness, and culture change in our world, in the world we all live in today, there aren't as many people spending the time mentoring others as there was in the past. So these different responsibilities have moved and shifted over time from the field's responsibility to the company's responsibility at corporate over the last few years. So if you rewound the clock 20 years ago, you might say that all the corporate team needs to do is to deliver product on time and make sure the merchant accounts work, to receive money on time and pay commissions on time. And if they do that, the field leaders will figure out everything else. And the world doesn't work that way today. In direct sales, in network marketing, today, companies are once again taking bigger and bigger portions of responsibility and ownership in the process of selling than just the field members today. If you look at not just providing compliant selling tools or compliant marketing systems, which we talk about on the show and are critical pieces and components of a company. We also talked about training last week and how companies are putting their training together in a way that's not just videos, but is also like a system coaching you what to do next. And that's what brings us to this week's topic of a coach that's always there. You see, people build their business when they have time or when they make time, right? And it's not always a specific time each week. It's many times in the margins of life. And so an advantage you can create in direct sales is setting yourself up to position your brand and your tools and your compliance selling system and your platforms as a system that feels like the coach that's always there. And what I mean by that is when you put together a system like a predictive action platform as an example. If you haven't seen these predictive action platforms, definitely send us a message here on Facebook, or if you're in the email newsletter, reply to the email newsletter, and let's set a time to show you what predictive applications are like. Because these predictive action systems mimic the experience of a top leader sitting next to you, coaching with what to do next. They do it through technology. So the algorithms in these systems, as an example, can tell you who your top people are to follow up with right now, or your top customers or team members who haven't ordered in a while. And they can even tell you what to say next when you invite that person to reorder or invite that person to the next step of the sales process. And so there's companies right now getting a distinct advantage in the direct selling, referral marketing space because they're creating platforms that feel like the coach that's always there. So it creates this feeling of, I can do this, to the members. You can do it, right? They have a confidence amongst them that they too can be successful because of what's been created for them. So that's the question, is are you in that place? Are you giving that advantage to your members? Are you setting up your systems so sophisticated that it feels like a top leader is always there, coaching with exactly what to do next? You just take action with trusted relationships. And at the end of the day, that's how these companies grow virally, is when people can bring a compliant message, a selling message that actually converts and works in the space, to real relationships, real trusted relationships in their life. And their trust is leveraged with that great story, and people are able to participate in those products and services. That is referral marketing at the end. Now, if you would like to learn more, or you're saying that I'm not even tracking with you, how in the world do you make your platform feel like a coach that's always there? Let's connect. You can go to NaXum.com and click to book a time to connect, or you can send us a message here on Facebook, and we can walk through this topic one-on-one. Have a blessed day, gang. Thanks for attending. MLM Monday. We'll talk with you soon. Bye for now.